Well, good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everybody in between. I'm Xandroid, and we are back with the next part of the Borderlands 2 boss run, in which we'll be taking on the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, the Hammerlock's Great Hunt or something DLC, and the Headhunters, which will round off all of our, all of the Borderlands 2 content, leaving only raid bosses to go. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Now we've arrived into the Hammerlock DLC, and we have first come to the lair of the Bulwark. I don't have too much to say about this. I think most of this DLC is going to be a case of let's just get this over with. I don't know about you, but I'm just not a fan. It's all of the worst types of enemies, being creatures mainly, and then the badass savages that are just ridiculously strong for no reason. It's not, the areas you have to go through aren't too great. I don't know. Not my favourite. Maybe it's just me, but not the biggest fan. Now, there you go. The Bulwark can be invulnerable while it's curled up into a ball. Becomes very vulnerable while you're a certain distance away from it. Funnily enough, means it's designed in a way that if you get close to it, it will curl up into a ball and you'll be able to hurt it, making melee almost impossible. Even if you are 0 and you're in deception, so you're technically invisible, the Bulwark will be able to tell you're there and will still make itself invulnerable. Deception in this game is not good. The amount of things that see you and target you in deception is kind of ridiculous. Now the Bulwark drops the Rough Rider shield, which is that one there. It's the one that I use most of the time with Krieg. Oh, we've got an upgrade. Nice. Well, that's the only thing in this entire DLC I actually kill on purpose. Let's just get this over with. And here we have the lair of another monster. The Bolstos. Oh my god, that definitely wasn't the correct pronunciation. Anyway, point is, it doesn't have that much health, so it dies. It drops the Rex, which is a Jacob's pistol. I mean, it's a Jacob's pistol. A high damage Jacob's pistol. Kind of underwhelming. I do not have any good things to say about this DLC. As you can probably tell from the health bar at the top of the screen, we are about to encounter Wound Spike. Just one of the other boss enemies in this game. A Borok with a giant cannon on its back. So what we do is we're going to shoot him, because that's just what you do. Same as always, rack up a few stacks, and then kill something, and then kill it. Now unfortunately, I think it does have a bullet reflector mask, which can instantly kill you if you're not careful. You're doing lots of damage like I am. But hey, you got away with it that time. Let's have a good look at him. So that is an ugly ass face. Boroks were ugly enough before, but that doesn't help. How far can you look up his nose? Not very far. What poor attention to detail. I feel scammed. Okay. Before this gets any weirder, let's move on. And here is a more relaxed version of the fight. The fight against Bloodtail. Instead of that 2-minute timer, you have all day to kill this little bugger. Hang on. I've not thought this through. Let's quickly grab something shock, shall we? There we are. Now, unfortunately, we are yet again in a position where there's nothing around to kill to activate Bloodlust, but once you get to that shield he has almost no HP, so dies quite quickly. You know what? That was a lot easier second time round. Alright, so he does drop the unique Jacob's Assault Rifle, the damn cowboy, which is pretty much just a higher damage version of a Jacob's Assault Rifle. If you like them, come get it. If you like doing well and actually, you know, beating the game at high difficulties, don't bother. It is terrible. So here we have Jackenstein, the fantastical, amazing, definitely not awfully designed boss that only damaged by hitting the things on his shoulders. You can't tell how much damage they take, how much health they have. Also has bullet reflection, which is just great. Yeah. I'm debating whether or not to bother killing this thing. I hate it so much. I think I'm probably going to switch to an account that can kill it, and I think we'll work from there. Okay, because I hate myself, let's do this. We're on the Lillith now. We're on the OP. I think we're OP4. Either way, I'm not doing this on Krieg. I'm not doing this on OP8. This is a horrible, horrible boss. So many characters struggle with this. The one thing I hate most of all is how you just can't see the HP of those canisters back. Also, that throw attack with the container, you can't avoid that. It's so big and such a higher effect, you just can't avoid it. Yeah. So we're going to use standard Sandhawk B setup. There we go. And you can see with the Sandhawk, because they're slow projectiles, all the bullets bouncing back as well. So when you hit the thing you're supposed to hit, you get bullets bouncing back at you. It's... Who thought that's a good idea? If you do things exactly right, you still have to deal with bullets bouncing back. I hate it. As well as that, the phase where you have to hit the thing on its back isn't even the worst one. Isn't even the worst. Do you mind? Let's just pick you up, not you. How about you? So big. No. Pick him up. Myself a speed boost, get me out of there. No, he's gonna jump in my face. Fine, whatever. There you go. Ooh, I did not have my my thing with it. Well, the problem I have with this account is that this character rather is that before I went in, I forgot to switch my grog nozzle to the same key as it is on the Krieg, so I am quite consistently pulling out the wrong gun. There we are. Where is he? Lovely. So you can't avoid that either, by the way. If he throws that at you, you do just take the damage. That's... I said earlier about the container attack, and yeah, I think it goes for that one. AoE attacks where you just have to take damage. It's pretty awful. Okay. Second one down. More minions spawning. Fine, I think I'm going to clear the room with them because they're the only way I can. They're the only way I can keep my B up. See if I get rid of them all. Come on. It's kind of embarrassing watching me consistently swap to the wrong guns. it is just because I've switched to a character where the frog nozzle and the Harold are on opposite keys. So he walks up to you, does that. Very difficult to dodge that. But fine, whatever, it doesn't do that much damage. He goes, runs up to you, hits the ground, does that. Okay, so he jumps you. There you go. Nothing you can do, and you can go away. Oh, okay, let's get that out again. So, you're waiting for... Yeah, you're waiting for the thing in his chest to open up, so you can hit him.
And now you will fall.
Just like that. Fortunately, while he's doing that, it's very hard doing damage. Because of course you are constantly being shot at by those electric attacks. Yeah. And if you try and... Yeah. Alright, so I'm dead now. Basically, if you try and use a gun that's not pinpoint accurate, because you have to be so close to hit him in the first place... Yeah, see how I'm doing no damage there? Okay. Oh, there we go. Now, I'd like to explain to you what clever thing I did there to make half his HP instantly disappear. But I honestly can't. His HP is tied to the different parts of him that get destroyed, and you can't tell when they're about to be destroyed. I got really, really lucky there. I hate this boss with an absolute passion. That's a striker I don't want or need. Yeah. It is awful beyond belief, and I am just so glad that we are done. I can leave. No, I'm not going to beat it on the Krieg. Because I just don't hate myself enough. Oh. Just use a character that can be Sandhawk. Yeah. Alright. We're gone. We're forgetting about it, we're moving on. Let's kick off this DLC with the Game of Thrones Easter egg, being the Ghost. Use the sword. I'm not entirely sure what it does when we use it. Get that howl. Alpha Skag, Ghost, pops out. And when he dies... There we have the Winter is Over relic. Which is basically an assembly of the Ancients. Not as good. But much more easily obtainable. So there you go. Nice little Easter egg. I've never seen Game of Thrones, so I have no idea what any of this means. But people who do know what they're talking about have told me this is a thing. So, yeah. You're welcome. Alright, let's go! Quick trip into Helios Fallen for Lieutenant Tetra. I think it's Tetra. Yep. Lieutenant Tetra, the first lieutenant I'm going to kill in this video, and you can see already it's just awful. He does not take much damage. Right, let's just get some bloodlust stacks up. So, the amount of damage he deals stays the same with all the new Pandorans, just in general. Not just the bosses, but everyone. That time he deals is so high that I need to be constantly switching back to the grog nozzle just to be able to stay alive. Oh, you come in. Hack gunloader. Oh, he didn't die. I thought gunloader died. Oh well. That's my fault, making assumptions. hand slags them after all, that makes sense. But in this DLC, it really does hammer home to you how incredibly important it is for Creed to constantly be on fire. That damage reduction is so incredibly useful. Because you can rely on the healing quite often to just keep you alive. Not just from the elemental damage you deal, but these little, these guys, deal damage so fast that you just desperately need damage reduction. So yeah, I'm not going to enjoy this DLC much. Alright, let's move on. As we head out towards the Headhunter, I'd like to quickly reiterate? No, that's not a word. Reiterate my hatred, absolute hatred for the new Pandoran enemies. They are way, way, way too strong. I've had to switch over to using the storm front, basically just to guarantee that I set myself on fire. It's a big part of me surviving any of this is me to permanently be on fire. So constantly having all of the shock damage going off and hitting the enemies means I'm constantly on fire. I can't even see them. There he is. Oh. Times like this, but I really wish I had a better PC because I can't see him. With all the pollution on the screen and the low frame rate, that was just, oh my gosh, that was just the worst thing ever. Okay. Oh, he's dead. Okay. Whew. Here we're coming up on Lieutenant Hoffman. Another nerd with way too much HP. He does way too much damage. But then, nope. That is Lieutenant Advar. The one who's actually here, not Lieutenant Hoffman. I'm an idiot. As you can see, despite being all lovely slagged up, he takes pretty much no damage. Yep, rocking the Stormfront approach. Just, you know, love a Stormfront. Now, what I really like is some other enemies in the arena you need to kill. You know, something for me to get my bloodlust stacks off. See, that is just the permanent issue you have with Creed. Lack of bloodlust proccers. Yeah, I should be right now. Once you get his shield down, it's fine. I do lots of fire damage, it's cool, but there's no shortcut to killing him. Like there are with some of the others who've got enemies around them. You just kind of have to stand there and pray. Not even pray, no. Because you can't put your hands together while you pull the trigger. Oh, alright. Next. Now let's jump into this scary green hole and fight Lieutenant Bolson. He was just over there. He is yet another new Pandora or whatever piece of crap with way too much health. He does way too much damage. So what we're going to do, same time as everything else, we're just going to throw down these Stormfronts to keep us on fire, to keep us, you know, as little damage as possible, to get our stacks up. We're going to, oh for crying out loud, hope these infected maniacs don't just die. Ooh. Get our stacks and then try and use it to kill someone. Unfortunately, issue we have is that if you you switch to something that's not the government for too long, you will die. It's an issue. Oh, is he dead? Oh, I just killed him. I thought he just stepped on the side. You know, I just couldn't see anyone. No, he's dead. Okay. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Not great. Oh, world bird. I'll take a world bird. Cool. Alright, let's go. Now here is your mid-video PSA. For every like on this video, Moxie gets a tip. You want to give Moxie a tip, don't you? Ching. Let's say hello to Cassius, the nice old scientist who's kind of lost it. Just a giant plant man thing, as you find everywhere in this DLC, in a room all on his own. Now, to begin with, you may think this poses a few problems to us as Krieg. I constantly go on about how there's nothing around to prop Bloodbath. We have a problem. And look at the minimap, you know, there's nothing spawned. He doesn't spawn, well, not for a long time, he doesn't spawn enemies as part of his fight. So, how are we going to do damage? Well, if you walk over here, this little area here, to stop me from escaping, well, I think stop me from escaping, just to be a pain, they spawn the tentacles, which, there you go, you can then get the second wind off. So yeah, anytime we lose it, come back, boom. Let's see. I actually don't know if they respawn the second time. I think they do. They should all come back. Yep, there we go. Oof. A lot of noise over there. Oh. Flag it again. Not good. Oh, there we go. But shoo! Oh, sorry about that. And with a lovely frozen screen, he dies. Yeah. Throwing a Stormfront into that small area has the unintended effect of breaking my PC. It's a lot of lightning. A very small space. Very close to me. So yeah. Anyway. He's dead. Alright, let's go find the big guy. So there are a lot of things in this DLC that I don't like killing. This is the exception. This thing can be fun. We are at Uranus. Yeah, let's pretend not to say the naughty word. Although, I don't worry about saying naughty word. I'm not going to get demonetized. Can't be demonetized if you're not monetized. That is 5 head stuff right there. There we go. Okay. Just so you know, it was as slow for me as it was for you. That's the issue you have with using the conference tool on Krieg. Not on Krieg, but against a large enemy like that, there's a lot going on. Yep, so standard, throw the Stormfronts, get the stacks, kill something, proc the stacks, go on a murder spree. Oh my gosh, yeah. As I said, I didn't get to see any more than you did there. That was some peak Krieg right there. Oh well. Hope you enjoyed that one. I had fun. Let's go to the next one. In front of me is a wall of vines and plants, blocking access to Sanctuary because canonically Sanctuary was destroyed. in the Fight for Sanctuary DLC. So they felt it's probably best if you couldn't go back there and fight Hector. I have no character with some progress on the Fight for Sanctuary DLC who has not killed Hector, so I may have to leave this one until my what I'm going to call my Missed Connections video, where I go kill everything that I may have missed off all previous lists. So unfortunately today you'll not get to see Hector die, but you know what? That's fine, because as I remember, it's yet another fight that absolutely kills your PC if you're playing Krieg and using Bloodbath, obviously. So kind of a, you know, win-lose. Either way, I think we should go move on. To start us off with the Headhunters, we have the Mercenary Day DLC, where at the end we get to fight the great abominableness himself, Mr. Tinder Snowflake, the giant abominable snowman. To wake him from his rest, we have some terrifying or infuriating bells. I know that if I heard that, my only choice would be to jump into a blind rage. I mean, bells, eh? What can you do? They're just the worst. And yeah, we're going to kill him. Plan for this is, I want to use a sword bar to kill him, because sword bar doesn't get enough use. I mean, because it sucks, but you know. Yeah. What we're going to do is we're going to just use this for a bit, and the plan is basically just to get our stacks up, and then eventually kill one of his little minions. Not like that, it has to be said. Hang on. If I can get this and just get him to stop doing... Oh, the shot there! Oh! 360 no-scope, step aside. So the problem with this attack he's doing here, where he jumps underground and chases you, is that if he doesn't hit you, he'll just do it again. And be perpetually invulnerable until you take damage. Alright. Cool. There we go. There's the stacks activated. Let's see what we can do. Much better. Would I be better off using like any other gun? Yes. Doesn't matter. All I care about is the fact we're going to use the saw bar for anything. Now the big issue we have with this is that Krieg relies quite heavily on being on fire to reduce the damage he takes. Small issue with Mr. Tinder Snowflake, he can't be set on fire. I mean, I guess he's a snowman, snow doesn't burn, but regardless of how much sense it makes, bottom line is, it sucks to be us. But yeah. Well, woohoo. Great. Bit of loot. Now, let's go see what we have on the loot train. Choo choo. Alright, let's see what we're getting this mercenary day. Oh my god. It's just what I've always wanted. Garbage! Alrighty. Stepping into Headhunter number 2. We are at the Gluttony Gulch for the Ravenous Wattle Gobbler. Now, we're going to do this as part of the story, because I think it's more fun that way. Which one do we choose? 1, 2, 3, or 4? 2. I'm thinking 2. I wonder what most people choose. 1 or 4, surely. Yeah. Either way. Oh.
You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you could eat one? You are the dumbest person in the world. I paid several other contestants to kill you at the Goblet Camp, Vault Hunter. You and Torg will pay for your idiocy.
All right.
Here comes the ravenous Wild Gobbler.
I'm ready to go.
We've replaced this creature's
I'm ready.
with poison. Let's see if he notices.
Come on, let me out. I want at him.
Now just don't die until the poison takes him there.
Okay, so he's currently the actually invincible. We just need to wait until he is the Ravenous Water Gobbler, the Invincible, I guess. It's been a long time since I've done this DLC. That might be his actual name. So I may not be as smart as I think I am, but whatever. Cool. Should really pay more attention to the names of these tributes. Oh, it's killable now. Yeah, we're still rocking the saw bar, by the way. It's still a bad gun, but yeah. Oh my god, it's taking so long to reload. Alright, let's get us some Bloodlust. No, where was I? There we go, look at that. You see, and there we are, Krieg turning even pearlescent guns into killing machines. The power of Bloodlust. Not gonna lie, that was a pretty short fight. Did not get to say anything about that at all. It's a turkey. It's Thanksgiving related. I don't really know what that is. I'm British. So let's just carry on. Well, I in my ignorance move on to something I actually understand. Alright. So, the Son of Cormax, or Wham Bam Island DLC, has only one repeatable boss, and it's not the Son of Cormax the end, because that becomes a raid boss, which I'm not covering in this series. That's its own separate series that you'll love to see coming soon. Bet you can't wait. So, for now, keep things interesting. I'm going to throw in a story kill to Son of Cormax before we move on to the repeatable boss fight. Here we go!
Oh, how gorgeous! Look upon the majesty of the son of Coromarax!
Oh boy.
Perhaps you should deal with this beastie before you tend to me.
Okay, so, plan for this is the plan for pretty much everything. Well, not everything, a lot of things. Build up a load of stacks. Once stacks been built up, kill something with a grenade. Use the incredibly enhanced damage to just murderize the enemy. Alright, we're nearly at 100, this will do. Conference call, doing work as usual. Yeah. What can I say? That's conference call at work right there.
It appears the sins of the crab-like father were quite viciously visited upon his crab-like son.
Yeah.
Please save me with your kid.
So, fun fact, the Cormax the Invincible kill might be fairly similar. At least with Krieg it will be. Alright. I'm gonna, I'm gonna take down this wimp up there. And while I'm doing that, you can move on to the next boss. Now it's time to introduce you to Sparky, son of Flint. That is probably... Oh, no. Oh, there he is. We're assuming it's son of Captain Flint rather than Baron Flint or Zane Flint. Though saying that, it's not specified. Maybe he's actually the son of Zane, and actually in Borderlands 4, one of the Vault Hunters is going to come around and kill Zane Flynn. I don't know. Probably not. 99% chance that it's just the son of Captain Flynn. No, I'm looking too much into that. Either way, there are enemies around here that aren't him. So you accidentally get Bloodlust stacks and he dies. Not much to say about that. He has a lot of HP, actually. Surprising amount of HP. But doesn't matter too much. He is dead, and yeah, that helmet's that's very Captain Flint. Although, comment down below if you think that actually, conspiracy theory, in a future game, one of the Borderlands 2 Vault Hunters kills Zane Flint, and this is the son of Zane. Just saying, it's not impossible. Alright, moving on. I just love a wedding. Now, where are the bride and groom? Oh, there. Now, dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to witness the union of these two hideous monsters in a fiery oblivion. Ah, lovely. I almost have a shot there. Okay, so that does no damage. I mean, to be fair, I've seen rowdier weddings than this. Yep. And just like in the real wedding, bride and groom get to the end of the evening and pretty much just pass out on the floor. Yep, sounds like right to me. Now, let's move on. Love it. And here we have the blacksmith. Sully the blacksmith to be exact. He does not respawn after you killed him the first time, but he has a name and a health bar, so he's going on the list. There we go. Nice and easy. Just standard unkempt Harold action and the accidental triggering of bloodlust from one of these little spider ants. Didn't get that many stacks off actually. So, really clearly not that tough. Right. He's dead. We're moving on. Well, here we are in Hallowed Hollow on Halloween. Time to awaken some terrible beastie by pouring blood into a field. This isn't disturbing in the slightest, I swear. So here we have the Pumpkin Kingpin, which is the boss of this DLC. Yeah, you know what? Plan same as it always is. Survive long enough for a minion to spawn. Kill that minion with some sort of explosion. Use the bloodlust stacks to murderize the boss. There you are, 59. But also what I've got here is the Carnage Persistent Assault Rifle. I'm going to use to get me a kill, and then trigger the stacks. There we go. I've not slagged him, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, let's try that one again. Slag, slag. Carnage, brilliant, and now... There we go. Also, I said it was the Pumpkin Kingpin. No, it's the Pumpkin Kingpin the first time you kill it. Every time after that, it is Jax O'Lantern. I don't know why they decided to change the name of the boss from when you kill him in the story when you kill him afterwards, but they did. And there you go, that's what it is. It's a living pumpkin. Am I going to die? I'm actually going to die. No. Hang on. If I just equip a shield that's resistant to fire. Shields. That stopped me dying. There we go. Yes, it's a pumpkin plant. It's come to life and is evil. Classic Halloween stuff. And it's dropped me a sweet. Nom, 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 nom. Okay. That concludes the Headhunters. All 5 right there. So, looks like we're moving on to another real DLC. And where'd that come from? Huh. The pumpkins come back. I did not know that. There you go. Fun fact for you. If you wait around long enough after you kill Jack-o'-lantern, the pumpkins come back. Absolutely pointless fact. But there you go. You've learned something today. So there you have it. We've done it. We've gone through the entire game and killed pretty much everything. As just alluded to, I know there were a few things missed. Obviously one in this video, but a couple in previous videos. So we will be revisiting them, probably on a fresh account that can do all of the the one-time only bosses. So I can try and get all of that in. But yeah, we've accomplished so much. So many things have died, and you know what? We're not done yet. Now we've done all the regular mini and side bosses, we only have the raid bosses to go. And for that, my dear friends, you will have to wait until the next video. So, you want to know when that comes out? Hit the notification icon, subscribe to the channel to see when the video is up, and hopefully, I'll see you then. Alright? Ta-ra!